This is the part 3 of Manhwa Get Schooled. Link of part 1 and part 2 is given in description. The mystery girl whom we talked in part 1 is discussed in this part, so watch till end. And last 2 parts have the most emotional story, so watch them all. Thank you guys for your support to this channel in last 2 videos. We just need around 400 subscribers to complete 1000. Like target for this video is 613 likes, which you will complete, I know. According to a law, students who are below 14 are called minors. They will not have any criminal record even if they do anything. Hyuncheol was beating Sehol, he knocked him out. Sehol was not responding to them, so they left him alone. They were talking what if he dies. Hyuncheol replied that they will not go jail as they are minors. Then we see they stole someone's car and were driving rash on the road. Suddenly they passed Hanrim car and they got hit on a pole. They tried to run but Wajin stops them. They decided they will not take them to police as they will be released there. Scene shifts to Haiwonjin Middle School. Sehol was being beaten by others, he was about to kill Jiwang. Quickly answer. Sehol in this scene looks like a manhwa character, name him in the comments, I will reply to everyone. But Wajin arrived there with Hyuncheol. Then we see Jiwang and his friends were robbing a store. But they found a phone inside the shop. Jiwang said them to run as he understands the situation. Shop owner was there for his phone. He punched Jiwang and take all of them to prison. But police officer said they will be released as they are minors. Wajin arrives there and take all of them out. He said them to follow him, but they started running. Wajin chased them but suddenly Jiwang attacked Wajin, but obviously he can avoid that. Jiwang attacked again but this time Wajin locks his hand. Jiwang's friends started running but Hanrim knocked them out. The scene shifts to prison. Prisoners said them to tell their crime. Everyone spoke but Jiwang remained in his attitude. So he got beaten by Magyam. He killed 7 people outside. Everyone was bullying Jiwang and his friends. They had to follow strict rule like, don't come near boss, always be attentive, keep your body straight. All were sleeping and Magyam was going to toilet. Suddenly Jiwang attacked him and asked about TRPA. Magyam punched him down. Wajin enters the room and Jiwang shouted on him so he knocked him and put him inside solitary confinement. Now Jiwang passed as told. When he was a kid he tried to kill a cat but by mistake he killed a woman. He was left as he was a minor, so he understood it, started doing more crimes. Wajin enters in room and gave him a paper to write why he was put inside. Jiwang thought he would show regret and feel sorry, but each time Wajin just tears the paper. After doing this for 8 days Wajin took a paper and laughed. He said this was the true reason. Wajin told that he was not trying to make him feel regret because he knows that won't change anything. He was trying to show him how his life will be ruined like others, as he is getting addicted to crime. All of them were released and Jiwang was changed. Then we see Wajin interview a man. His name is Guccio. He has done murders. Quickly answer. This person looks like a Titan from Attack on Titan. Name the Titan in comments section. Assault, gang rape and many crimes. Wajin asked if he know about Gaeun Choi. Now if you don't know who is she is then watch part of this manhwa, it is on channel. She is the mystery, it's because of her TRPA was started. We don't know her relationship with Wajin yet. Back to the story, Guccio said he remembers her. He killed her with punch. At this moment Wajin was very angry. He said that day it was very hot in school, he was about to bunk the school but homeroom teacher, Gaeun Choi, stopped her. He got angry and punched her to death. He said it was the best punch of his life and her bones were cracked and bent. Then we see Wajin outside. Gangseok thought he would kill that guy on spot, but Wajin controlled his anger by clenching his fist. While Wajin was here, Hanrim went to another school. Sooyoung and Jaeyoung are selected for national basketball team. They are good at basketball and Sooyoung has 200,000 followers. But they are also leaders of bullies. Eunha was one of the best players, but Jaeyoung don't like her and treat her like a goofer. When she refused, Jaeyoung attacked on her but Eunha knows judo. Next day Eunha was bullied by her Sooyoung. From that day nobody passed ball to her and her only job was to give massage. After a year both sisters were selected in national. Eunha got depressed because of them and was about to suicide. But she was called in gym as a new coach was there. There was Hanrim as a new coach. In the game, while everyone was practicing, Eunha was just practicing. Hanrim said her to go in court but Sooyoung told her that she needs to train her stamina. Hanrim says your sister is drinking energy drink after every few shots, she needs to train her stamina. Hanrime gave her ball and Eunha scored in first attempt. She started crying. After the game, Jiwang started beating Eunha and her sister joins in and tried to break her arm, but Hanrime enters the gym and punched Sooyoung. Then all the girls tried to beat Hanrime, but she is a military agent, she beat every one of them. After that she told there will be no training camp, everyone has to train in school only. Sooyoung edited her picture and blamed Hanrime for assaulting her on social media. Hanrime was smiling after seeing that, as she has leaked Jiwang abusive text on social media. Everybody is hating Jiwang and Sooyoung. Jiwang came to Sooyoung and asked what should she do. Sooyoung said her to create an apology video and take blame on her. Jiwang took blame on her and she was removed from the national team. Hanrime gave the names of student for the team. Sooyoung got angry after seeing Eunha name. Hanrime says you are bullying her because she is a better player than you. Both are having a one-on-one match. Eunha is easily winning over Sooyoung. She got angry and pulled her hair, but Eunha knocked her with judo. Eunha says she admired her and wanted to play with her, but she is a bitch. Hanrime says even if she forgives you I will not. Next day Hanrime gave the report in media and Sooyoung was put in jail for bullying the players. Eunha was taken in national team. Wajin and Hanrime were going to office. Wajin went to a store for buying cigarette. He saw a boy was stealing food. His face was all bruised. Wajin paid for him too. Wajin go behind him and saw he was hungry and eating bread. He gave him banana milk to drink. Wajin tried to ask him, but he got scared and ran away. Boy name is Minseo, his homeroom teacher told about him to Wajin. He told that one day Minseo started coughing blood while eating. They called his mother but his father came to pick him. Minseo didn't came for a week. Teacher went there, she listened that his father is beating him because he is hungry. She called Child Protection Act but nothing happened. She asked Wajin for help but he said that it doesn't comes under TRPA jurisdiction. Wajin takes the boy to his home. He was about to call police but he didn't. He went there and said he is a passerby. His son was on the street. His father grabbed his hair and pulled him in. Wajin took his father out and knocked him out with one punch. Wajin then take him in and asked Minseo about his mother. He said his mother comes late at night. Next day Minseo was eating food, his father was about to beat him but he heard loud music. He went there and it was Wajin. He became his neighborhood. His name is Dongchial. He tried to punch but Wajin knocked him on floor. Then we see Dongchial playing games. He tied Minseo neck with a string. He was about to beat him again as he lost the game but Wajin came in and grabbed his neck. Then we see Dongchial and Minseo eating. Minseo spilled some food so he was about to beat him. Wajin told 6-year-old child spills food. From that day whenever Dongchial was about to beat Minseo Wajin reminds him. They went outside for playing. Minseo was happy to play with his dad. After that they went to park, toy shop and for eating. Wajin said Dongchial that even you beat Minseo, he was happy to play with you. Then we see Dongchial seeing Minseo childhood pics. Then his mother comes in, Dongchial threw drink on her and started beating her. Wajin got very angry. Next morning all three of them were eating food, and Minseo spilled some food but Dongchial didn't scold him. Then Wajin gets him a job as an intern at a construction site. While walking to home he told about his past, that how his wife got pregnant while they were in school. They were thrown from home and school, so he started working as a labor in morning and as a delivery boy at night. He told Wajin that he loves his family. Then we see at home Minseo broke his car so he was crying. Dongchial gave him snacks and money to his wife. Then his wife says this is like just old days. We see that she had a creepy face. From then Minseo started going to play school again. A boy made fun of his father so he beat him badly. His mother took him from school. She said that you are becoming a naughty child as your father is not beating you. We saw her creepy face again. Wajin was packing his bag again, but he heard Dongchial was beating his wife, and Minseo was lying on floor. Wajin comes in and looked his breath, and called ambulance. Dongchial was stopping him from calling. Wajin called ambulance for child and mother, and for father he said, his life is in danger. Wajin started beating Dongchial. He was very angry. Dongchial got scared and said he didn't do this to Minseo, it was his wife. He explained that his wife used to beat Minho. She wanted to kill him as he is the reason their life is ruined. So Dongchial started beating Minseo so he will not do any mistake and then his wife wouldn't kill him. Wajin beats him again as he is a lazy guy. who didn't try to handle her daughter but beats his kid who can't even speak properly. Police came in and Wajin was arrested. Dongcheol told everything to police. Minseo wants to meet his parents but they are put in jail. Wajin was talking to Gangseok but he started crying for Minseo. 6 months later Dongcheol was watching his son, but he is not allowed to do so. He promised Minseo that he will work hard and become a good man, and will live with Minseo. Wajin was smoking and he received a call. It was from Yeri. She wants pizza and want to talk about her inmate. Her inmate name is Yujung. She ran away from her home in first year of high school. She was helped by a man who used her as a prostitute. She was not able to take it. AD killed that guy. She says her sister has also left home because their father is not a normal guy. Yeri says that Wajin and she will help to find her together. Then we see Yeri dressed beautiful on streets. She makes a profile as a runaway girl and uploads it on social media. Hanrime and Yeri was sitting. They heard noise. Hanrime went there and found a guy was taking advantage of a girl. She beat him up and tried to call police, but girl said she will die rather than go home. Yeri explained Hanrime that you don't know, sometimes home is the most unsafe place for girls. Then she received a call from Wajin who told her that a woman is involved in this kind of work. Then we see Yeri meeting her. She takes Yeri to her home for giving a place to live in. She told her about Yujung's sister is with her. They reached there and all of them were girls. Yeri knew that this is just a planning. She went sleeping. They tried to touch her skirt but she beat all of them with a shotgun. Then they called for help but Hanrime beats all of them. Scene of past is shown that this was a guy and he beat Yujung's sister. Yeri asked him about Yujung. She told, she is working. Suddenly more girls came in and grabbed Yeri. She said throw her in boys' room but Hanrime came there and beat the girls. All boys were chasing them. Hanrime escaped. Yeri was saying that they had a complete system. We have to save Yujung. She was sent to a room at a hotel, but we see Wajin was there as her customer. He called Hanrime and said Yujung is with him. He showed her sister letter. She thought he kidnapped her sister and ran away. Hanrime and Yeri came and started chasing her. Then her past is shown. She was raped by her father, so she ran away. Nobody gave her job without parent consent. So she fall in the trap of prostitution. Yeri hugged her and Hanrime asked Wajin what should we do with all these children. Then he showed that TRPA has launched a program for Runaway. Just 3 days most of the kids have joined the center. All girls were apologizing to Junhyung. Junseo was talking with his guy and she got an idea. She messaged to all girls that they will call their parents. Yujung was talking with Yeri. She told about life in prison, how they get food and sleep there. All the girls returned to Junseo. She started beating Junhyung, but she took out a knife and said I will go to prison and be safe. Yujung cut her arm and she started running. She wants to kill her so she can be in prison until she becomes an adult. Hanrime came and punched Jusong. Yeri stopped Yujung from killing and confirms TRPA will help her but all now Jusong had sent the message. All the parents were outside rehabilitation center. Hanrime says Wajin already predicted this. He take everyone into custody for their crimes. Wajin says if you want to get released then sign the consent form. All of the parents protested that they have not done anything wrong to children. Wajin plays all the confession of kids, how daughter was raped by parents, how they used to beat them after drinking, how step-parents keep them like dogs and much more. Yujung dad said our kids are brainwashed. All the kids enter into the room and scold all of them, that how can they lie like this. She says to her dad, you used to beat me and then remove my underwear. Suddenly his dad attacked him but Jusong kicked him. She said my dad was also like you, that's why I ran away. All of the parents were arrested and Jusong was sent to prison. Wardens were talking how there is no right for kids in this country. Then the scene shifts to prison. Jusong has brought in Yeri's cell. She was shocked to see Yeri. She is sentenced for 3 years 6 months. Junhyung said her to clean the floor with tongue for what she did to her sister. So this was the end of part 3. Drop your comment for part 4 and I will give you link personally. As soon more chapters will be published, I will compile them and make their recap. So complete the target of 613 likes. And tell which case was most emotional. I think Minseo's case was most horrible. As he is just a kid who can't even speak properly, yet he suffered a lot. Tell in comments who is stronger, Goku or Saitama. My vote is with Goku. I don't think Saitama is even close to him. Tell your view in comments.